I will force the player to place him in this circle, by the way, you know? If an ellipse is inside of another ellipse, and we'll have to figure out how to do that as well. That's gonna be difficult. So let's say I place the player, or force the player to put the unit somewhere here. And you could potentially place it, I don't know. If the ellipse is here, it will be here, so maybe around this, so maybe here. We need to play the game a lot now, guys. We need a lot of playtests. Let's see, so he still gets in 3 attacks. Even if he's placed... Oh, he got in 2 attacks, but he has AoE. Very interesting. The hitbox hits multiple enemies. Very nice. I think he still wins easily. Oh, wait, actually he doesn't. We have an issue, guys. He's not hitting them. They are running past him. That is actually an issue. And so what I probably have to do here is increase the size of the sword to compensate. This is too bad. This is not good enough. He should not be... Yeah, let's make this a bit bigger. Maybe this. So how long is it now? This is the default sword. 23 is bad. We need... Actually... It needs to be 22 then. So 22 would be it. And then the top left here is 1018. Let me get to the edge. Assets. Default items. Default item sword. So that's 18 here. And the size is 22. Whoops. Now it should change. Oh yeah, and I didn't upgrade the Atlas, of course. Listen to the ban events. If name is above, then unban. He already plays a sound for it. True. Okay, so now we have a longer sword, which should potentially increase his attack range. Should it not? That's odd. Wait, how is it not? How does he not have higher range? That's odd. Shouldn't that be... Wait a minute. I want to test something here. Let's do 30. Is it increasing? It does. Okay. I just increased the attack range to 22. Is that enough? Let's test it again. Do you use Aseprite to make everything in your game? Yes, I use Aseprite. Aseprite, in my opinion, is the best program that you can have. Okay. Maybe I also have to increase his damage, but let it run first. Okay. He still loses, especially on... Oh! Okay. Wait. Maybe he should have like a base radius. Cakes, next time you get stupid ideas, think how bad it would be if you would lose control over your PC. I don't have to use your bot. You know? Think about what you're doing, bro. Let's give it a 2 radius here. On that note, reminder to commit. True, true. I should commit. Let's see, do we have enough this time? He's still heading down there, which is nice. It's close. I mean, I can place this circle in a way, make it... Oh man, I made the circle so small. But maybe the entire circle has to be in this circle, and therefore I can only place them in a certain spot. Let's see. If I have to place them here. Okay, let's... You know what? You know what? I think I keep this for now. Cakez, at least I can believe in Ebeth that he would not abuse his power, unlike some clown here. No. Listen. If someone is toxic, you have to make sure that they stop doing that, okay? You have to watch out for playtesting your game. Yeah, the same way every time. What happens when you place it not so precise? Yeah. So this is how we're gonna tackle this now. We'll let it run, and then I place this circle, and we will do ellipse collision. I don't know how we can do this, by the way. Do you guys have any idea how to check whether an ellipse is inside of an ellipse? Do you know how that works? Let's see. Update level. I love working on gameplay. This is the best thing. Scripting. So this is the ring here. You banned the sub? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I did. Sue me. No. He changed. It's collector, guys. Yeah, okay. I'm new here. Do you like to use... Do you use like a framework for C++? Which is it? No, I don't. If I were to use one, I would probably use Raylab or SDL2. Both of them seem to be good. But no, I don't. I have written everything from scratch in Win32 and OpenGL. But I do use two things. I use STB image to load PNG files, and I use FreeType to load TTF files, because I didn't want to deal with parsing PNG files. I tried, but there was a lot of work, and I was like, nah, thank you. How long did it take you to get to this level with Sprite? About a year. About a year and a bit more. And I made it a point to try to always draw one sprite a day. You can ask Azen. He oftentimes asks me, did you draw your sprite today already? That would sometimes just be buttons, but also other times it would be characters or enemies. And you can see actually some of my old drawings still here. So these were one of my very first enemies, just round, very easy to draw enemies. And then over time I, added a little bit more detail to them. I made them smaller too. This guy was someone that would spit on you. And then I made a bat that was flying. Tried to do like a skeleton bat. And yeah, I made a big guy that's like an egg or a potato. Looks kind of bad, but yeah. I made a lot of kind of terrible looking buttons. You can see here. I still have those. I made quite a few small icons. And all in all, it just grew over time. And as I drew more and more, I just became better at drawing pixel art. You could see some of my latest books here. I think they look kind of nice. Let's get rid of this. Then I made some more windows. I don't know what you want to call them. Sliced windows, some effects. This was my first freeze effect. How someone is frozen, and that then turned later into what is the current one. This is another frozen effect that is actually taken from another game. Then we have a burning effect here. So like, and the burning effect in the beginning was this. It just grew over time. I had a level up effect that looked like this, kind of bad. Yeah. Just all in all, trial and error, learning over time, getting better at what you're doing. This is, I think, about 1 year, 1.5 years of learning pixel art. Yep. Next to game development, and if you just stick with it, a little bit by each day, a little bit, you can learn this together with game development. But it also takes time, of course, yeah. Would you recommend going into game development as a career, or would it be taken over by AI? I think if you get yourself and start learning yourself game development on the side, and you learn how to make games yourself without any outside help, you will be one of the most valuable employees that companies could get across. And the reason why I say that is because you're not learning one particular thing when you make a game. You're learning a bunch of different aspects of game development, and ultimately what you're learning is you're solving problems. And people pay a lot of money for employees that solve their problems. Whether that be game development, arts-wise, drawing some sprites, whether that be total unrelated things when it comes to life situations. You're learning how to solve problems, and that skill set is very important to have when you want to get hired. And so, yeah, of course, go make games, man. Start today. Start making your dream game, whatever game you want to do, and see how far you can get and whether you like it or not. Because ultimately, you will learn the most by just trying out something. What are you guys talking about? Peter, Cakez, you recently shared this website with the pixel art guides. Maybe share it again. Oh yeah, of course. There's another pixel art website that you can, if you want to learn. But he didn't ask about that. But I guess, yeah, I also used this website right here for pixel art. Very handy website, actually. I can link that to you guys. This one right here. Hello. And maybe you guys on YouTube as well. There you go. This website... you can basically copy and paste what this guy is doing. He's very experienced when it comes to drawing pixel art. For example, here, if you want to make a character, copy this character, give him a different head. Boom. Now you have a cool looking character that's animated. There's many different types of tutorials that you can find here for your needs. Got any design pages, Cakez? What do you mean by design pages? I just learned Epic Games pays 100% benefits to the employee and immediate family. When what happens, Pikachu? So yeah, essentially do that. Okay, let's draw the ellipse. So what type of ellipse do we want to have? 100, 100. And then the size. I need to know the sprite's size for it to work. But I think a hard-coded one is better. It might be 40 by 40 times height factor ellipse. Let's see. I need to draw that to see the for collision detection. That's too big. Okay. 20? That's crazy. Huh. Interesting. Cool. Looks really nice. Perfect. Almost, actually. Mm-hmm. 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 We go here. Where's the ellipse that I'm drawing? Here. So essentially... Can't really tell if it's... What I want to do is make this 1 or 2 pixels. 1 pixel should be enough. I think that's fine. Why don't you make your pixel art better than if it's so easy? I do. I constantly work on my pixel art. I don't know what you're talking about. I constantly work on this. So this is good enough. Now we have the collision circle. What we need to do next is figure out a way to place him inside of this circle. That's gonna be difficult. We need a placeable elliptical area for this to work. Alright, let's see. Place spot. Why not hardcode this tutorial for the first level, right? Yeah, this is the hard-coded for the first level, exactly. Let me see, Schnitzel lib. I wonder where the struct ID is. Star.cpp. Star.h. Struct. Huh? Is it UID? Aha. It's a Schnitzel lib. I want to use the operator bool, if it exists or not. So does it exist? Do we have a position and size? Then it exists, meaning in this case, here's where we have to figure out whether a unit is placed or whether one ellipse is placed inside of another ellipse. Okay? This is the important part here. So how do we do this? Cakes, you really need ellipse overlap. Isn't it point in ellipse enough for that? If I do point in ellipse and I move the ellipse here, then my unit can only be placed here. I would need to make the ellipse smaller for that to work. And I have more leeway in placing the hero. We could do point in ellipse, right? If place spot, then we can, should work now, right? What's this complaining? Huh? Shouldn't this work? To bool. Huh? Shouldn't this work? Am I the only one caught who will do all the logic top down with squares and circles and only apply the fake perspective for drawing? Yeah, you can do that. No, like it's not a bad idea to do that. I'm just I'm inexperienced and I don't know whether that is a good idea or not. So I tried it, but I'm too worried about, for example, this guy having an attack range and then an enemy is visibly outside of his attack range, walking down here, and he still can attack it. Have you only been doing drawing and game dev for 1 year? No, I have been doing game development for 2.5 years. A little bit over that. And drawing for 1.5 years. Almost 3, yeah. So why is this complaining? Because shouldn't we have a boolean here? Operator bool? What did you do before that? Before I started game development, I was a web developer with about, I think, only 2 years of experience in a smaller company making, fixing web pages and extending web pages. So I had about, I think, 2 to 3 years of experience with programming, and then obviously some university experience programming there too. Schnitzel lib is red, it doesn't compile. Doesn't matter if it compiles. Schnitzelib is only red because of this, which it does compile. This is just a visual issue. It doesn't compile because of the if place spot. What do you mean? This should work. Maybe try an implicit conversion to bool. In the if statement. No. It can't convert the placement spot to a boolean. That discrepancy might be an issue either way, just because the map itself seems to be top down, but the rest pretends to be at an angle. I think you need to make the function const so that it doesn't... Oh my god, really? So basically, const. You mean here? Is this music free? This is game music. So yes. Where do I put the const? Cakez, if you swap back to working web dev, do you think some sort of game dev C++ game skills would transfer? Yes, of course, a lot would transfer. Because ultimately it's solving problems. Yes, of course. Something like operator bool, const. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? This. Let's call it place area instead of place. There we go. So now we have this place area that I guess we don't use a reference because by default I want this to be 0. I don't want it to be a requirement. Now, nothing should change. Instead of hero glow, or was it underscore glow? Effect, wait, place hero. Yeah, scripting, there we go. How can a reference be a null pointer if place a null pointer wouldn't catch it? How's a vector 2 a boolean? A vector 2, you can check whether the vector 2 is assigned by checking its... what is it called? By checking its components, whether they are 0 or not. Let me see. Let's call this the place ellipse. Fine. I don't really like... Fine. Ellipse. 1. Place area is nothing. And then over here, we change the place area to this. And the place area is drawn if has option tool tips. We draw the ellipse. This will later be changed to I should actually add this option. Option show. Guys, in games, maybe Code and Agree you can answer, or maybe you guys. Whenever I want to draw all of the colliders, what is this option called? Show math? Show colliders? Draw colliders? What is this option called? Thank you very much for following. Draw gizmos? Is it really a gizmo? Or is it like a... Collider gizmos? Pachico, thank you very much for following. I wouldn't recommend that to be used as a bool. It's not clear what it means. I think a vector 2, vector 2 0 is a better and more readable comparison. Vector 2 0? Yeah, draw gizmos if you want all gizmos, so just draw colliders. Okay, then draw colliders. We do this. Hey yo, hello there, Isaiah. Good morning. How's it going? Fine, then it's called this. Display colliders. There we go, that's the first one. Next. Show the tooltips checkbox. Yeah, that's fine. Collider. Draw entity. Show colliders. Tooltips checkbox again. Tooltips checkbox. Tooltips checkbox. Okay, cool. This is only tooltips checkbox. Very nice. Is Hubert X actually one indexed? How would I do a vector 2 0 in a C style? It's a class, right? How do I do a 0? How about the bool? If my vector 2 is weird immo and not clear, having vector 2 unequal 0, dot is 0, static vector 2 0 is that. A static object. Then you can access it. Okay. So for example, static, is it a const? Like this. That's the 0 vector. Inside it. Inside the... Okay.
Gotcha, bitch!
Hey Protz, good morning. Hey chat, hello there sir. No, but it's complaining. Constant? I don't think it is that. You already got vector 2? I think you can't do that. Static const 0. I don't think this works. Looks like. What is it complaining about? Definition of vector 2 is not complete until the closing. I see, so I can't. Vector to 0 is enough. Guys, the definition is not done yet. Inline? Okay, wait. Guys, but it's complaining. Inline static const expression. Guys, it's not complete and therefore I can't do it, it says. Doesn't seem to work. Cakez, what are you trying to do? Hello, Frosty Hugo on YouTube. You have to define it in the C file. Yeah, I have to first define it. Let's try all the C++ keywords, yeah. I don't think it works. You can declare without initialization. I don't have an exclamation mark task. Let me check how I have it. Because vector 2 is not const expression. No. Cakez, maybe you should add a task command that you can set per stream. It's too much work, bro. The task changes all over the place. And I don't even change my title much. So, nah, bro. I just do different things on stream. Like literally today what did I do? I did like two like shorts talking about SDL and Raylib, and then we watched the Path of Exile trailer or League expansion reveal. Now we are programming, and I could do another react as well, you know, have a cool video that I would like to watch. So there's a bunch of different things happening, and advertising them all in the title is programming. What do you mean? Peter. Okay. So this guy. Okay. So this is your first warning. If from this point onward you don't behave and start being more positive, I will have to take
Am I so out of touch?
action against
No.
Mr.
your
Elmido is gifting 1 sub to the community.
toxic actions, behavior. Better yourself. Behavior. Okay, sir. This is your first warning. I expect you to be better. Okay? I will check on you in a couple of days. And if you haven't bettered yourself, I will have to take action. What is this? Imager. Const expression, struct X. Const expression, static int K. Error. Const expression requires an initializer. Okay, okay. Hey. If a static data member of a literal type is declared const expression, it must be initialized with an initializer, which every expression is a constant expression right inside the class definition. Rancor, thank you very much for following. So what you guys are saying is that this should work. Static vector to 0 return, yeah. That's what I thought. Huh? Huh? Expected an expression. Ah. One of the builds a vector to each time you call it. To be honest, guys, I'm not gonna do this. It's fine. Guys, it's fine. Maybe const expression. Static const vector to 0, then later const vector to 0 is... Guys, I could literally just do... This is why I like J. It's fine. Much simpler. Okay. Point in... Actually, we did this already. Oh, no, actually, we didn't. Alright. Let's go back here. And then... hero underscore glow. Wait, update level. Numbers don't lie. Okay, so we have the place area here, and if we draw the colliders, we draw the ellipse, which currently we don't, but that's fine. We'll add that option later. And then if we don't have the scripting event place 0, then we would obviously like to draw this ellipse. And I guess we have it, which means we have to restart. There we go. So now we need to supply. Let's first mark this as a can hero be placed the place area. Alright guys, there it is. We should now only be able to place the hero inside of this circle. I can't place it. I cannot place it. I can only place it here, but it's not red. That sucks. That is dog shit. There's another one on the door. There's more people coming. Only the streamer or mods can update counters. Counter? No, 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 no. Abef, no. There's no counter. Let's see. How is it not drawing this range indicator properly? Ah, I see. Wait a minute, is it? Goes through all of the heroes. Gets the prefab. Selected button ID, last active. Push modal. Draw the background. Content, what is this? Green arrow. Idle sprite. Draw the unit. Draw the attack range indicator. Okay. Oh shit, and then it asks whether the hero can be placed. Fuck, man. How do we do this? So this function asks, can I place the hero in this position? But it's inside of this range indicator thing. So like I call it here. I call it in two places. It's bad. Like I could add a function to this. Like a parameter where I supply this ellipse and then I supply the ellipse here. This code is very nicely structured with the perfect amount of nesting. Kudos to the developer who did that. Yep. Okay, Peter. You're trying to behave better now because of the warning, right? And just 20,000 lines, yep. I am positive. I think you're being passive-aggressive, but okay, I'll let it slide. What a view of the guests, them passing by as Cake swallows up his microphone. No, the door is closed. Yeah. Top-notch work. Okay, bro. All right. Yeah, sure, guys. Okay. Let's see. We have the issue that the color changes here. Do we need this layer, actually? Do we use this? We don't. So this can go away. We don't use the layer. But instead we can use the ellipse. Place area. Then, oh no, it's not a const. It's optional. Oh, you mean the ellipse, silly you. Here we go. Where is this? Yeah, we add that in here. It's a little bit bad to do it this way, but this will fix the issue. Yes, code should be sent to aliens to learn from humans. Hello, secret Google spy. Long time no see. How's it going, brother? Okay, now I have it. Now it does work. However, I would like to make it so that we have the check of ellipse inside ellipse. Now we can only place it here. But I want it to place ellipse inside of ellipse. It's got to be... Oh, I know how to do it. It's actually very simple. Guys. Ellipse collision is this. Right? And this is one ellipse being colliding with another ellipse. I think it's just the inverse. Ellipse. Inside. Ellipse. Or ellipse inside. I think the only thing we have to do is change this difference vector. Or the size that we do here. How does it work? So essentially, let's take a look at paint. If I have two ellipses, yeah, and I want to test if they collide with each other. Essentially what we're doing here is we are taking these sizes these two sizes. And then we add them together. And then we square that. Wait. You know, we square that. That's what we do here. It's basically those two sizes together. Now, I think instead of adding these two sizes together, here, I just need to remove one size from the other. So for example, if I take this ellipse, right, it has its own size. Yeah. Then if I remove this size from this size, aka we have this length here, and we have this length here, and then I just minus this, then it would result in a cut of this much, actually. It would cut off this much. Kinda. Maybe a little bit more. And then it would take the difference between this point and this point and figure out this distance. If this distance, d, fits into this distance. They should both have the same factor though. Same perspective. Yes, they have though. They have. I know that this only, but this only works with the same perspective. So instead of doing plus here, we do minus. A and B. I think that's all we need to do. Actually, it's that simple. And so instead of checking if the point is inside, we can check whether if we have ellipse inside. That needs 2 ellipses. So we have the placement area needs to be inside of the ellipse collider. No wait, actually the ellipse collider needs to be inside of the placement area. If that works, then I'm a fucking genius, bro. If that works, I'm a fucking genius. Come on! It's gonna work, man. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Guys, I can't spaz out. It's kind of... I feel kind of weird not being able to spaz out. I have like... You know, I have built up excitement for Path of Exile, and I have built up excitement for making progress in my game, and I can't spaz out at all. Because I have guests. Oh my god, it works! It works! Bro! Return A equals B, true, false? Huh? Okay. Now, what we can do is change this position. I want to move that position. Hard-coded. Let's try 100, actually 200, and then I think 100 was good. And we use the place area position. Place area position. Okay, cool. Now it will just work. I can place the place area anywhere I want to. I want to move this circle a little bit more to the right. So 220 maybe? A bit more, 230 maybe. I mean 224. He said it. He said chat is wholesome and good, not toxic at all. Least insane chat, Cakez chat area, right, Ramus? It's crazy. Like, I don't know where these people come from. It's crazy. I don't know what happens. All right, so this is what I want. I want the player to place the hero here in this small little area.
No.
I want to force them here.
Is gifting 1 sub to the community.
So like, I'm unable to tell whether Mr. Almeida is just toxic or wholesome. I can't really tell. So I don't think if like placing the hero here, it makes it impossible to fail. Let's place him here. Let's test what happens. I think that is Mr. Almeida's plan. It's a Is this serious, bro, Mr. Amida? Alright, let's see what happens. How many hours do you spend on your computer? Okay, it does work. Good. This has been tested, and the first unit is able to beat the entire wave alone. The placement areas on the road, it suggests that you can place it on the road. I know that it's bad. I do agree with this, Abeth. Bro is stuck on the first level. Combat looks nice, not a paid comment. Thank you. I'm trying to make the combat look as nice as possible. Oops, sorry about that. Cakes, now that you have a baby, I think it's time to finish the crawling skeleton sprite so it doesn't look like you enjoy beating babies. That's actually true, bro. You're right. You're right. I didn't even think about that. But it's like a crawling skeleton. Wrong. I think it's fine, bro. Bloons does it too. Oh, thank you, Bloons. Ah, cool. Yeah. It's fine. Why are we playing Bloons now? I just needed some confirmation. Don't do live animation action like wait, don't do action live animation of crawler? It's fine, bro. Yeah, Bloons does it too. See, I can't place him on the road here. But I can place him here. See that? Thank you, Bloons. I know you wanted to be a skeleton, but take 1 to 2 steps away from the monitor and tell me again. It's a skeleton being 100% honest. It's not, because I didn't finish it yet. The arrows, the pulsating circle. What is the issue with Super Cool? Huh? What's your problem? Maybe you could take this chance and make your game better. I am sorry, Cake77. Oh, this guy is sorry. We got a new person joined. He just created the account 2 minutes ago. He didn't follow yet. Because he seems to be evaluating whether he likes this channel or not. What an awkward name, I have to say. Wonder where that comes from. What are you sorry for, bro? You look suspicious. I love cakes. Weird name, not gonna lie. Wasn't me, by the way. Aha. I see. That wasn't you? Okay. Every account is suspicious.
He literally has Cake77 in his name. What are you talking about?
Sir, I love Cakes 77 and Cakes TD. What do you mean by the arrow and the glowing circle? Mr. Real Super Cool. Bloons? Stare? I mean, it's fine though. Like, I have the same system as Bloons. What is the issue with copying this placement circle? I like how Cakes can only see my messages. Are you making a game? Yes, we are making a tower defense game. Heavily inspired by Bloons. And currently, we have this. Nothing wrong, bro. Do it. Well, kinda yoink directly. Okay, fine. If it's yoink directly, how else should I do it? I think it's actually a good idea to do it this way. There's no issue, or no one will notice it. I don't think anyone will notice it either. Yeah. This is my first time in this channel. Very educational stream. As someone trying to get into game dev, I appreciate it. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Axios. Really cool to see, man. My man. What a nice comment.
Gotcha. Gotcha,
It's not
bitch.
paid, guys. Thank you very much for following. Okay, now, next we need to figure out what do we do once the first round is over. This guy is able to beat the entire round. It's a little too easy right now. Let's see how far he can get alone. I feel like he needs to have... The crawling skeletons need to be defeated in more hits. Or they need to be faster. What happens in round 2? He's just able to beat everything alone in round 2 as well. But maybe that's fine. Maybe I give crawling skeletons one more hit. Cakez made the tutorial for your game. Should just suggest that the player first place balloons. It will save your time. Okay, we don't have time for this. You know, you're literally drawing attention with your stupid toxic message. I'll see you in 5 minutes, okay? We're doing something important here. We don't have time for this. Okay, sir? No. Then we have this. This guy can beat the entire level alone and level up. Also, where's the circle coming from? Let me see here. Do we have a selected hero? Targeting with right mouse. Wait, I think there it is. If we have a selected hero. Draw UI sprite, health globe. Right, draw UI ellipse. We have this, we have this. Collision with road. Tile layer, what is this? Face options, colliders. What was it called? Oh, draw colliders. If we want to draw the colliders, then I want to draw this circle here too. There we go. We are so sorry. How about we start focusing on the game, guys? It's more important. Okay. Oh, by the way, Cakez, does the attack hit all targets in range, or is there a cap? EG, it only hits 2 targets per attack. Yeah, it only hits 2 targets at the moment, exactly. And so you will be able to increase this with items found throughout the game. I think the first level is too easy and should be 22 enemies. Why don't you use inter-array X for the shading, etc.? Why don't you use inter-array X? Not sure what that is, bro. What about this? And then round 3 at the moment. First level should be impossible. Impossible to lose, you mean? Yeah. It should be impossible to lose, exactly. This is 5. Six. 7. Wait. Shouldn't this be 5? I'm confused right now. This is 5. 6. 7. Then we have 8. And I think after 8 there's nothing left yet. Yeah. It's nothing yet. So first round is 22 enemies. And then using these 22 enemies, we hopefully have enough to level up. I think it's too many game mechanics at the start of the game that get introduced. How many hours do you spend on your computer all day, every day? Let's see what happens. Is it not doing anything? Introduce it, start, don't make it slow. I'm trying to take a look. I'm trying to compare this with Vampire Survivors, right? Let's see. Why is this only 5 enemies? I thought it would be 22. Oh yeah, so this is supposed to be 22.
Gotcha, bitch.
Steppenwolf, thank you very much for following, sir. I appreciate it. Why not introduce XP and ability gain on first level and then maybe items next and so on? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Remember Celeste versus that grapple game? Yeah, you're right. Let's see. We're gonna speed up the game. He needs to be able to beat all of them. No. We're not listening to this. That was too easy. And he didn't level up. He did not level up. I think it's gotta be 120 base experience points. Try that again. Are we balancing? We are balancing, yes. We're trying to make the game fun by playing through the level multiple times. As long as possible until we have... Oh, look at that. We got money. Still not enough. So 100 maybe? How many enemies do you plan to have? 5 minutes of fun? Yeah, we start with 5 minutes of fun and then we move on. We move up from 5 minutes of fun. Are we listening to Pirates? Not Pirates of the Caribbean. To One Piece? Alright, let's see. He should level up here. Okay, it works. Cool. Good. Oh, it's even German. Now there needs to be some sort of indicator. Maybe the skill tree opens up immediately. That could be a nice touch. We open up the skill tree. When does he level up? Let's see here. Which enemy he kills? Does he kill? There is 5 enemies currently on. 4 enemies. Aha. So if we do 20 enemies in round 1, that's it. On the last enemy, he will gain level up. A week ago, you said you don't want to force player to do something now. You're forcing everything. I don't know if you're trying to just argue, but you need to somehow teach what the game does to the player through the gameplay. And explain your systems in a way that makes sense. And not only does Bloons do it, also Kingdom Rush does it, and any other tower defense Does it? That's what we were telling you a week ago. No. We had a different discussion. We had a discussion about intrusive and non-intrusive information. Intrusive information halting the gameplay loop, while non-intrusive information is just this right here. This is non-intrusive information, aka you can still play the game, while intrusive information makes you pop up, makes the skill tree pop up, for example. Unlock the possibilities of what the player can do. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's going to get level up after he kills the last enemy. There we go. And now the next thing on the chopping block is, what do we do once he levels up? We need to force the player to, whoops, right click or double tap. Oh well, that's bad. If I double tap, I have him on my mouse. That's bad. But if the player misses one, no level up. That's why I make it so that the player can't miss one. I will probably put a text down here. Put Tangy near entrance. He will miss. Guys. Have you not, like, am I the only one that's actually watching the stream? You can't place him anywhere but in this circle. We just did that. I wasn't watching. Okay. Yes, you can only place him here. Okay, sir. It's fine. It's okay. That's totally fine, bro. It's okay, bro. Let me see here. But okay. I will have to figure out how to do the tutorial for the skill tree next